Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Danny Show. Today, I have a very special guest. His name is Pedrum Amin. Pedrum Amin was born and raised in Richmond Hill, Ontario, Canada. The now 23-year-old has mixed his academic pursuits with his passion for music. Currently an artist and musician, primarily in hip hop and rap, he continues to strive in the music industry with his own music promotion and media company, Promudo. He is also currently studying business management at Toronto Metropolitan University and majoring in marketing management. From a young age, Pedrum expressed his creativity in multiple forms through creating mobile and computer apps, video games, and content for various YouTube channels. His love for music was early on in his childhood as he contemplated many times to enter into the space. In 2018, his interests transformed into action as he began producing beats and music for his friends. By January 2022, Pedrum took his first leap into his music career by releasing his first song, Awakening. This move was his first public and official step into the realm of being known as a musical artist. In 2024, Pedrum founded Promudo Inc., a music promotion and media company, as mentioned before, that creates daily music content and helps artists promote their music. Pedrum's journey from being creative at a young age to a university student, aspiring artist and musician, and business owner showcases his blend of academics, entrepreneurial spirit, and artistic mind. And now, Pedrum Amin joins me live. How are you doing, Pedrum?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. No, beautiful intro. I
Thank you.
appreciate that. But yeah, all good. How you doing?
Good, good. Thank you. Thank you. For those of you who don't know, Pedram and I used to go to the same high school. But we only knew each other from the hallways, just saying hi and stuff. That was about it.
Exactly.
That was about it. But every time I used to talk to him, I think the one or two times I got to talk to him, he was a really, really nice guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
No, honestly, I'm glad Radish kind of really like reconnected us, and
ah, for
yeah,
sure,
no,
man.
thanks for having me today.
No problem, man. No problem. So I'm gonna start off the interview, firstly to say, what initially inspired you to pursue a career in music?
So music was always something that I was pretty interested in,
Hmm.
and I think around like 2018, 2019 time was like I think I was going through a bit of a rough time with certain things in my life, and music really helped me through it. And it was kind of around then that felt like it went from something that I just enjoyed to something that I felt like I needed in my life,
Right.
and where like I kind of understood the power of it,
Mhm.
especially understanding that like it helped me. I was also thinking like I'd love to also like give the help, especially because like making music as well. Like the pieces were kind of there, and I guess the last thing was just there was like certain styles that either like haven't been explored
Hmm.
or even just styles that aren't explored as much anymore that
Right.
I kind of wanted to bring back. So I kind of thought like all three of these things, enjoying it, bringing different styles, and then, helping people as well, like was just enough for me to get motivated to do it.
That's great to hear, man. That's so beautiful to hear. So and what do you do to stand out against the crowd?
So I think the first thing, and even like when I'm making the music itself, I really like the production and the beat to be like pretty different.
Right.
Especially to like what's happening in hip hop right now, since I kind of do like hip hop primarily. I'm
Hmm.
really into the more like experimental sound, and like I kind of want each song to do something different. Like the first one, Awakening, was like had some rock vibes with the guitar solo, and there was a more old school type beat.
Hmm.
Then we had like Double Down, which was some more Timbaland experimental type thing.
Right.
The third one was some more like Kanye uh, marching band, like 808s and heartbreak type beats. So, and then Truth was kind of like my personal style on something like an Amy Winehouse type beat. So each song I want to bring something new to the table, and then especially in the future, I'd want to like I feel like right now I'm really doing music that people that inspired me, like Kanye, Amy Winehouse,
Mhm.
Timbaland. But in the future, I definitely want to go like just a completely other route and try to come up with new sounds and new styles, boundaries a bit.
That's amazing, man. So who were your inspiration? I know you talked about them, but who are you exactly are your inspirations, and who kind of like makes you say, okay, like I want to put this type of verse or this type of beat into my song?
I think there's like a couple that are gonna kind of be sticking with me throughout. Of course, like I'm gonna get like different inspirations for different stuff here and there, but people I think so far have influenced me the most. Like again, number one is Kanye.
Hmm.
Especially like with his production, with his flows, like with his sound. Um, I feel like a lot of his stuff is different, and it really kind of, I don't know, inspired me to do something like that. In terms of like my more old school like rapping flows, definitely like Eminem, Jay-Z, and Nas.
Nice.
Um,
Okay.
yeah, just because like they bring some lyrical quality in, like some nice messaging and all that. So I put that in there, and then like even other people like Kid Cudi and Travis Scott to give me the more melodic rapping and singing styles. Um, like I said, Amy Winehouse, like more specifically with the recent song, just
Hmm.
on the beat side, and then two lesser known people that I kind of been listening to for a long time that I've just noticed they influenced my sound, even though I didn't notice until I guess recently was
Sure.
E Double, who unfortunately passed away.
Hmm.
I think in 2016, if I can remember right, and then this guy named Packy used to be called the Spectators,
Hmm.
but yeah, those are like kind of just the main influences that kind of shape my style, like for now at least.
That's amazing to hear. So now that we've talked about like what influences you, um, what is the type of like process of writing out the song, bringing it all together? What's your kind of like step-by-step process to from start to end? How do I complete a song?
Yeah, so I think the first thing I do is, like I said, I'm really big on like the production side. So I always just want to make sure like the beat is just good off the bat. So whether if it's like me producing the beat myself or like producing it with a friend or a couple friends or even just like kind of getting something online and then adding my own production to it or like arrangement. Um, that's definitely like kind of how it starts. And then once I'm like really happy with the beat, like really emphasizing this because I think that the beat needs to be so good to the point where like if you're just your lyrics are horrible, your flows are horrible,
Hmm.
or even if you have no lyrics at all, like I think the beat should really just be able to be listenable,
Hmm.
even if it's like under those circumstances. Like it's that
Sure.
good that like people
Sure.
can just listen to it because it's that good.
Yeah.
But yeah, like my songs do have lyrics, and I hope they're not bad. So after that, I kind of go into the writing a little bit, and
Sure.
yeah, I usually start out like just after I like the beat is kind of set, it just like listening to it and like thinking about what I want to talk about, like what is the beat telling me, what are the feelings, the emotions, like all that. Um, After I kind of get like a vibe of what I want to talk about, I usually write like that down,
Hmm.
to the topic, and then I usually just get my phone and then I put absolute nonsense, like a voice recording. It's I think they call it like a reference track. It's
Right.
just do flows either myself or with a friend or two, like lay out the flows, so then I kind of have the topic and the flows, so then I just gotta like uh write what's actually in there. And then yeah, usually there I either like I do it myself. If I get stuck, I'll like call up a friend and then we'll review it together. And then in the end, I just review and revise it with like just like it was like, does this make sense? Like, is what I'm saying like the message coming through? Is it like unclear?
Yeah.
But yeah, like that's basically the production and writing process for me.
That's amazing to hear. But the biggest takeaway I can take from that and to share to everyone is like that beat, like you said, in music, because I used to sing when I was a lot younger.
Oh
The beat,
wow. Okay.
the beat was all the musicians in every music class I've ever been to, even done
Yeah.
research. The beat is the backbone of a song. It's literally
Yeah.
fine. If, like you said, if you have a good beat but garbage lyrics, it's all right. The beat's gonna save you at the end.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, yeah. But honestly, like with this whole songwriting process, what type of like challenges do you face in writing out the song, bringing everything together, and how do you manage to overcome?
So yeah, I mean, I guess like moment, definitely trying to find like a beat that again like stands out, whether if it's like me again, me making it or working with people or finding it, like That's definitely one. Another one that I think all producers can relate to is finishing a beat. I feel like a lot of people just start something and they think of something else, so then they switch the project, and then that kind of gets like left behind. And
Right.
yeah, I mean, just overcoming that, it was, I guess you just gotta stick to it, like dedicate time to it. Maybe if you have another idea, like lay it down in your phone or something, but then
Mhm.
sort of just continue this. Or maybe if you really see that this beat isn't gonna like take you anywhere, like it just you made something that's horrible and you completely lost motivation, like maybe it's not such a bad idea to move on to something else. Um, but yeah, I think that's one for production. Writing, sometimes you just get stuck, but like I find that like when I bring a friend over or
Mhm.
something, because I love collaboration. Like I love working with people with music. I find it like very fun.
Right.
Um, my friends have even who I've worked with even told me that like sometimes they don't even say anything.
Mhm.
Need them there. Like I need to say the idea out loud to them,
Mhm. Right.
realize like, oh, this is good, or oh, this is stupid.
Right.
Because I had one experience where like did exactly that. And I brought a friend over to like help me with writing, and I kind of just figured it out on my own. And I was like,
Mhm.
yeah, I'm gonna give you the credit on the song, all this and that. And he's just
Cool.
like, why? Like I didn't do anything. But I don't know. I like the long credits and the writing and yeah.
Wow.
So
That's amazing, man. That's amazing. I think like just to bounce ideas off of someone, even for me, even for anyone out there in media or pursuing something media related, just to bounce ideas off. Like I remember starting out in my podcast and I used to go to my parents even and be like, "Oh, is this like intro good?" And like this like, "No, like let's
yeah,
take this part out and like include that part like you said." You know? Because when you hear it and when you say it out loud, you think it's good. But to get it
yeah,
fresh perspective from a whole nother person through new eyes, through new understandings, you grow
yeah,
as a creator, as an artist, as a podcaster, whatever you might be. So it's great to
yeah.
hear. I totally agree with you. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's kind of the same, like you said, with what you do, right? Like you just even
Hmm.
with intros or anything like that, I'm sure you get like a bunch of feedback for your videos too,
Yeah,
right?
for sure. Yeah, for sure I do. For sure I do. I remember I did a post actually that made it on Markham Entertainment. I don't know
Oh
if you
wow,
yeah, yeah. I did a post and went on Markham Entertainment and I got bashed in the comments section for it because I didn't include every
really?
single Markham celebrity. I did a post that was about Markham celebrities, like who was like
Yeah,
born, raised, or grew up in the Markham area. And
yeah,
people in the comments were like, why didn't you include this celebrity or these celebrities? They're from Markham. But you have to understand, like, I only have 60 seconds to say what I have to say,
yeah,
right? But I try to like what's it called? Showcase the best celebrities that grew up in this area. But there's always going to
yeah,
be the haters and the naysayers, so you can't really say anything.
yeah.
But I'm gonna come out with like another video soon, and I hope Markham reposted because it's like the part two of that. So hopefully it makes
I
it.
was just gonna say like there can always be a part two, like it's
Exactly, right?
60
Yeah,
seconds, like I don't know. I
exactly.
don't know why people are hating so much nowadays.
I guess they don't have anything else better to do,
Yeah, probably.
honestly. But you're studying marketing management at TMU. How has that
Yeah.
experience been like for you, kind of balancing that with your kind of music work?
I mean, balancing it right now between like the school and then the music promotion company and then just the music itself, like that's been like pretty challenging just trying to find time for everything.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, just kind of managing. But like overall, the my experience at TMU was
Mhm.
pretty good. I tried to make the most of it. I think that's the type of school that like you can come out a lot if you like really invest yourself and like get involved and everything.
Right.
And you can I don't know, you kind of come out with like just the degree and like whatever you learned in class, even if you know didn't really learn much in class, like if you memorized everything and then dropped it. But yeah, like I it was really good for meeting people in Toronto. I tried to meet people like as many as I could, like in classes, joined a couple student groups. I did the co-op program as well, which was phenomenal. I suggest any student at any university or college, like if co-op is available, or even if it's not available, just get into internships
Mm-hmm.
because I think you just learn, especially me, like I'm a hands-on learner. Like they could teach me marketing, the, you know, metrics of and stuff on social media platforms, but actually going through it and like doing posts and then seeing results and like a post like this got more clicks and then a
Right.
post like this got more views but then less clicks and just kind of I don't know. So co-op is important. Um, I'm in my last year right now and just trying to finish up the studies and then I'm also just mentoring two co-op with the co-op
Nice.
program, but then also just school and life
Nice.
that they kind of need mentoring on. They asked me a bunch of stuff.
Well, that's really cool. Yeah, that's amazing. So, this program, marketing management, is it a marketing management program or do you specialize in marketing management?
So it's like a business management program. So
Mm, okay.
they usually take you through everything in the beginning. But yeah, my major is marketing. So yeah, like once it kind of goes like near the end of the program, they just shift to more like marketing focused courses,
I see.
and then yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay, that sounds great, man. I hope it works out for you. So yeah, honestly, before we wrap up, two last questions. So right now, are you working on like any upcoming projects you want to share with anyone?
Yeah, I mean, at the moment, I got of course, like I just dropped my new song Truth a week ago.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but then, for the rest of the year, I want to try to get at least like two to three more songs out.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then also I got my music promotion company that I just started a month ago. Uh, media and music promotion company. So we got daily content over there. Like if if you're into music at all, or if you're actually making music, it's probably better for you. But
Sure.
definitely on both sides.
Yep.
And then yeah, everything I do, I usually post on my Instagram at Pedrum Amin.
Sure.
And yeah, like hopefully gonna be announcing those like whenever they're ready. And yeah, excited for this year.
Perfect. Sounds great, man. So stay tuned. You can follow him on his Instagram and put the link to his companies as well and his LinkedIn as well. Pedrum Amin. Check him out in the link in the description below. Last question before I let you go, Pedrum. What type of advice do you have for up and coming musicians or artists that are trying to break into the industry and are students or just trying to figure it out?
All right, yeah. I guess we'll go students first. So students, and I encourage this to my mentees. I think they call them mentees on the thing.
Right.
Um, just get involved. Get involved in any way. Like I think just do something. Like whether if you want to join sports clubs, if you want to join like case competitions, anything like that. Again, definitely the co-op program. Like just try to get involved as much as you can. Um, even if nothing directly comes out of it, like maybe you meet people, maybe down the line, like you guys will do a startup together. Maybe you'll do a like most of the people that I'm working with in Bermuda right now, like are just people that I met at school. Like people just helping out with like marketing or social media or sales or just something like that. So yeah, just try to get involved as much as possible. Do internships, do co-op if you can. Um, on the music side, I'd say like the first thing is if you haven't started, just start.
Hmm.
I think a lot of people, including myself, like I started making music in like 2018, 2019, but my first single was in 2022. And big reason I didn't like it took so long was because I was really trying to perfect the song.
Hmm.
I wanted to keep everybody in mind. Like I wanted to keep, you know, the my friends who were gonna see it. So like it was nice that I had some rap vibes, and people who don't like rap, I were probably gonna see it. So I was like, okay, I want to make sure that it has like a nice pop hook. Then I was like, okay, some older people are gonna see it. So okay, I want to get some rock vibes in there, and I just wanted it to be like, of course, that's kind of like my style anyway. Like I didn't uh, go a way I didn't want to, but I tried to mix it of like the first one, how to satisfy everyone while also like satisfying myself too. But it's not gonna be perfect.
Right.
Even now, I don't see that song as like a perfect song,
Hmm.
but I think I was just gonna take way too long to finish
Yeah.
it.
Hmm.
Um, so just set deadlines, try to stick to them, and with the first song, yeah, try to stick to them, and just get it out because at the end of the day, like you can improve. You
Hmm.
know, next song can be better.
Right. No, I totally
That's
agree. I think at the beginning of anyone's career, they're too scared to put out content or do it because they just want to perfect it perfectly. Like I remember I
yeah,
came out with videos 2 years ago that were
yeah,
terrible, and I look back on them and now I'm like totally different person and I'm a lot better now. But if I didn't
yeah,
go through that phase, I wouldn't be here speaking with you or speaking with anyone on my show, right? And I'm
yeah,
sure it goes for you. Like if you put those songs out, like okay, I put them out. I don't care if they're terrible. I'm gonna learn from them. I'm gonna be better in the future. And when you look at it, like wow, I remember like when he was like singing like this way, now he's like singing like this way. So like
yeah.
you see the difference, but you have to go through those obstacles and through those challenges to be where you are today.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm sure you probably like may even regret some things that you did in the
Exactly.
beginning. Like I'm in the same boat too, but at the end of the day, like it shows growth. I mean, if you're like number one out from the get-go, like then it's gonna kind of be bad because then you peaked. You know, you
Yeah,
peaked and
exactly.
it's just
Right.
gonna go
Yeah,
down or something. So yeah, so definitely that. Another one I'd say is like network with as many people as
mhm,
possible.
for
I'd
sure.
say like in general, but of course, if you are an artist, try to go like down the music industry, like
For
there's
sure.
artist meetups. If you meet anybody at your school or anything like that want to do music, definitely like contact with them, try to get advice from each other. Um, get on social media, get on social
Sure.
media and
Yeah.
and and, and promote your stuff. Like it's just amazing if people want to be like public figures or work in entertainment or anything, and they don't have social media, like it's just crucial nowadays. Like you need it. Um, and I guess like the final thing, which can go for everyone, but I guess music and for everyone in general is try different things in music, or I guess whatever you're doing, like try different things in terms of like if something isn't working, like try to like adjust and try to like see why it isn't working, like talk to people and then, you know, think of new things and get creative on what could be better, like how can you fix that? Like whether if it's beats or flows or even promotion, um, try different things until it starts working. Like, make a song 100 times and it's not taking off. Like, try different flow, try different type of beat, try different genre if you're open to experimenting like that. Like,
Mhm.
or even with the promotion. But yeah, literally, it's just that's something that I've been hearing everywhere. Like whether if it was in the music industry or even some of my classes at TMU, or even some of the internships I've been taking. Like it's pretty much that much.
I see.
Uh,
I totally agree with you. Yeah, I think just try out
yeah,
different things right from the get-go. Like I tried different things for my own show, like Instagram, TikTok, which one had better, impressions, which one had better view rate, which one like to kind of like just gotta do different things at the beginning to figure it out. But once you figured it out, it'll be
exactly.
a lot easier for you. And and I say easier, and it only gets harder because it's just the amount of work you put into your content. But yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
I like that they have like tools like that now, even in something like marketing, like they have
Mhm.
built-in A/B testing where you can
Right.
test out two different ads or something and
Yeah.
compare
Yeah.
them and then kind of learn. Kind of just keep doing. Like you can take the winner and then do it with another one and keep going until you just getting better and better results.
Exactly. Well, Pedrum, thank you so much for coming on the show. Pedrum Amin, you can follow him on his Instagram, LinkedIn, and you can also check out his business website as well. I'll put it in the link, and I'll put all his links to his handles in the description down below for all of you to go check him out. Pedrum, thanks so much for doing this.
Of course, and subscribe to this channel, man. There's gonna be a lot of good interviews coming up. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much for having me. And yeah, we'll keep in touch.
Keep in touch, bro. Take it easy.
Take it easy.